Every day, first responders risk their lives to keep us safe. Police officers, firefighters, EMS personnel, and security officials work tirelessly to protect our communities. Many of these brave men and women rely on T-band spectrum to communicate with each other as they do their jobs. T-band is the radio frequency that is set aside for these public safety officials to communicate with one another.
These people risk their lives day in and day out for our safety, and we owe them everything, certainly the tools. But now's the time to put that thanks into action, not simply just words. They've told our first responders, move out of your old house, but the new one isn't even built. So we are here today demanding that Congress pass the Don't Break Up the T-Band Act, which will preserve the T-Band first responder spectrum. We have to stop the FCC. These folks come first.
Our bill earned its first legislative hearing last month in a subcommittee of the Energy and Commerce Committee on which I serve. Earlier today, that same subcommittee passed our bill and voted to forward it up to the full committee. So we're making very quick and good progress. We have bipartisan support. We have bicameral support. We have the FCC support. Let's answer this call and get this done for our first responders.
It's an important message that as the men and women who are here in this room storm the Hill to get us more co-sponsors, to tell people about what the Don't Break Up the T-Band Act is, what it means, why it's important, why the time is right now, this year, to get it done and over the finish line, why it's important for them, and it should be important really for every member of Congress in order to save lives.
Our message today is pretty simple. In the name of public safety in our largest metropolitan areas such as Boston, New York, and Los Angeles, Congress must repeal the T-band auction mandate. Unfortunately, time is running out for Congress to act. The nation's fire chiefs are not here to say how, but respectfully, here to say now. For first responders who encounter life-threatening scenarios every day, an operational radio is essential. Since 2012, when Congress required the FCC to auction off public safety licenses on the T-band, members of Congress and the public safety advocates have highlighted the damage that the mandate would have on emergency preparedness in our nation's cities. In June 2019, the U.S. Government Accountability Office released a report that highlighted the lack of alternate spectrum options in many of the T-band cities. The GAO urged Congress to repeal the T-band auction mandate. In December, FCC Chairman Ajit Pai issued a statement in which he confirmed that, quote, the relocation costs for public safety licensees would exceed any potential auction revenue, making it impossible to comply with the mandate. The IAFC agrees with that. We commend the work of Senators Schumer, Markey, Representatives Engel and Zeldin, and other senators and representatives leading the bipartisan charge to repeal the T-band auction mandate in Congress. It is imperative that Congress pass legislation repealing the T-band auction mandate this year before time runs out.
First, let me say that I am very proud to be up here representing 320,000 of the very best that our nation has to offer. We've already spent departments billions of dollars building the current communication network. And to be thrown off the spectrum and expected to rebuild communication at $5 to $6 more billion, of which in 2012, allegedly, the auction was going to provide those resources, of which we know now is absolutely impossible. The IFF has been working on this for actually a few years. And I will say that Chairman Pai, who addressed us yesterday at our conference, reinforced the work that we had been working with the FCC and him, and we're so proud that he came out with his support.
And there's no doubt there should be a clear message being sent how important this is for public safety. In 2013, our system was put to the test after the Marathon bombing. And everyone heard of the situation in Watertown, Massachusetts, shortly after that bombing in which the suspects were apprehended. At that time, at different counts, has over 230 officers that responded to that incident in the small town of Watertown. All of them responded as a result of using our network. So from our perspective, we support and thank the chairman and also the senator for pushing this bill through. And as my brother public safety officers have said, we support the pushing through of saving the T-band.
The first responders are heroes, but heroes need help. And T-band is the trusted help, which they have always looked to. And we're going to make sure that it stays there for them in the future.